Next news. Breaking news from the White House.
Iran is getting abandoned. Vladimir Putin just told the world why Russia won't lift a finger to help Tehran. And what he said is going to change everything about this conflict. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister just made a chilling threat about American prisoners. And President Trump fired back with a message the mullahs did not want to hear. The global lines are being drawn right now, and Iran is finding out that they're standing alone. See, here's why this matters to you and your family. The Strait of Hormuz, that narrow choke point where a massive chunk of the world's oil passes through Iran, is threatening to shut it down. European diplomats are scrambling to negotiate safe passage for their ships. Gas prices, energy security, the global economy, it all flows through that strait. And right now, the Iranian regime thought they had powerful friends who would back them up against America. They thought that Russia would step in. They thought they could threaten American hostages and the world would flinch. But President Trump, he's not flinching. And Putin just made clear Iran is on their own. So what happens next could determine whether the mullahs survive or whether the regime finally crumbles under the weight of total global isolation. Now, speaking of national security, here is a critical story that's developing right now that ties directly into everything that we are covering tonight from the White House. See, we're tracking a developing story out of Washington, one that the legacy media does not want you to see. As Iran destabilizes the Middle East, the federal government just made a move that could reshape American security posture. Now, here's the truth. Our nuclear subs, our warheads, our next-gen power grid, all of it depends on uranium, and we import almost every single pound of it. You see, this is not about energy independence. This is about survival. Because a nation that can't power its own military does not remain a superpower for long. And that's why smart Americans are looking at domestic uranium producers like Atomic Minerals, trading as ATMMF in the United States and ATOM in Canada. When global supply chains get threatened by regimes like Iran, domestic production becomes a matter of national defense. So do your own research. There's a briefing prepared for you in the link below. But understand this, security in securing our energy future is securing our military future. Now let's get back to the breaking developments, because what Iran just said about American prisoners is absolutely chilling. Don't go anywhere, because this is the situation. Iran thought they had allies. They thought when the pressure came, Russia would back them up. They thought they could threaten American lives and the world would cave. Well, they were wrong. And I'm going to show you exactly what's happening on the ground. And it all starts with Vladimir Putin delivering a message that Tehran definitely did not want to hear. Are you ready for this? Because this clip is going viral right now. Vladimir Putin was asked directly, why isn't Russia helping Iran in this conflict with Israel? His answer? It wasn't about military strategy. It was about economics. It was about something the Iranian regime never saw coming. Watch.
Хочу обратить ваше внимание, что в Израиле проживает почти 2 миллиона человек, выходцев из бывшего Советского Союза и Российской Федерации. Это почти русскоговорящая страна сегодня. Вот. И мы, безусловно, всегда в новейшей российской истории учитываем этот фактор. Это первое. Второе. У нас традиция...
Did you catch that? Putin said Israel is, quote, almost a Russian-speaking country with 2 million people from the Soviet Union and Russia living there. He's basically saying we're not going to war against a country full of our own people. That is a devastating blow to Tehran. You see, they thought Moscow was their ace in the hole, and, well, Putin just folded. But here's where it gets even more intense. While Russia is backing away, Iran's foreign minister just made a threat about American prisoners that has Washington on high alert. You see, Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, he sat down for an interview. And when he was asked whether detained Americans are safe, his answers sent chills down spines across Washington. But that's not all. He also revealed that European countries are coming to Iran, begging for safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. Listen to this.
Well, so many of these countries are part of CENTCOM, but this is the point, is that it's going to hurt your country in the long term. But when we talk about the Strait of Hormuz, which is such an important transit point for global trade, you have said it is closed to Israel and it's closed to the United States. The Financial Times is reporting that European diplomats from France and Italy are talking to your government about trying to get safe passage for their ships. Are you open to restarting oil and gas vessels going through there?
Well, we are open to countries who want to talk to us about the safe passage of their vessels.
You are negotiating with France and Italy?
Well, I cannot mention any country in particular, but we have been approached by a number of countries who want to have a safe passage for their vessels, and this is up to our military to decide. And they have already decided to let a group of vessels belongs to different countries to pass in a safe and secure. So we provide them security to pass because we have not closed this strait. They are not coming themselves because of the insecurity which is there because of the aggression by the U.S.
Unbelievable. He says the Americans are safe, quote, if the U.S. and Israel don't bomb our prisons. See, that's a hostage threat on live television, and he admits European diplomats from France and Italy are negotiating with Iran for safe passage. He says, quote, we have been approached by a number of countries. The regime is trying to leverage everything they have because they know that their options are running out. So Iran is making threats and Europe is scrambling. But what about the U.S.-Israel alliance? Well, the media keeps pushing this narrative of division. Well, President Trump just shut that all down. You've heard the legacy media trying to manufacture some kind of rift between President Trump and Israel, some kind of daylight between Washington and Jerusalem. Well, President Trump just stepped up to the microphones and put all of that speculation to rest. This is the commander-in-chief making it crystal clear where America stands. Watch.
Deal with Iran to end the war, and how does that differ from Israel's objectives? You said the other day they might have different objectives.
I think we have similar objectives, really, but it could be a little bit different. They're there and we're very far away. But I think we probably have pretty similar with Israel. The relationship has been very good. The militaries are very well coordinated. Ours is the strongest by far in the world, and they have a real good military, really good. They have a lot of our weapons. They have our planes. They have our missiles. They have our Patriots. They have a lot of our weapons. We have the best. We make the best weapons in the world. And now what we're doing, as you probably saw, we have the Raytheon and all of the Lockheed, all of these companies are now building plants because we don't want to wait. We make the best weapons, but we don't like to have to wait for them. What we do have, though, is at a very high level, we have unlimited weapons at a medium to high level. And they're really doing the trick. And we're not using they call it the elite weapons, because frankly, they haven't, outside of the original attack, they haven't been necessary. But these
there it is. The president said the relationship is, quote, very good, and the militaries are very coordinated. And then he dropped this. Ours is the strongest by far in the world. And he talked about our planes, our missiles, and our Patriots, all in Israeli hands. And he revealed that Raytheon, Lockheed, they're building new plants because we're not going to wait. America and Israel are locked in, and Iran sees it. Now, the regime knows they're losing. So what do? They turn to disinformation. And what they tried to pull this week, well, it backfired spectacularly. You ready for this? See, this week rumors started flying all over social media. Claims that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had been killed. Iranian propaganda channels were pushing it hard. They wanted the world to think Israel's leadership had been decapitated. Well, Netanyahu just released this video to prove that he's very much alive. Watch.
I'm here with Shir and Shir. It's so beautiful here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
You guys are absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, just soaking up a little sun. Hello to you, too. Whose dog?
Mine.
What breed?
Canaanite, Israeli.
Canaanite Israeli? Good. Well, she definitely deserves some, too.
A real Israeli?
Why? Deserved? Are you out here today just to get some fresh air? Oh, very nice. Look, Jerusalem. Is there anything more beautiful?
Jerusalem is best.
There's truly nothing like Jerusalem, nothing at all. It's absolutely wonderful.
He went completely crazy for it.
I remember.
You remember? His name is Guy.
He was on the plane. Okay, tell him hello. Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. Hello there.
Hello there. How are you doing today?
Hello to you.
How are you?
Out for some fresh air as well?
Catching some fresh air. Just a bit of air.
Of course there's a safe room, and in a place like this.
Safe room where? You know?
Right there, sure. First thing is to check.
A few steps, right?
A few steps.
Great, that's the most important thing.
Main thing is we win and take care of ourselves.
Excellent, exactly. Absolutely. You said it best. The public, I believe, understands the point. But here, really, is the most important detail of all. What, may I ask, is your name?
Sure.
What Sure said? You?
Sure as well.
We have two Sures here with us. What Sure and Sure just said is the most important thing. We have to understand it takes a lot of patience, but it is also, sometimes you can go out in the breeze and get some fresh air, but you must always, always stay near a safe room. And there is a good one right here too.
There he is, walking around, talking to people, wishing everyone a blessed Passover. The disinformation campaign failed. This is what desperate regimes do when they're losing on the battlefield. They try to win in the information space, but Netanyahu just showed the world Israel's leadership is intact. They're unified, and they're not going anywhere. So let's put this all together, because when you see the full picture, you realize just how badly things are going for the Iranian regime. Now I'm going to tie it up. This is what we just witnessed. Russia, Iran's supposed ally, just said they won't help because Israel has 2 million Russian speakers. Putin's out. Meanwhile, Iran is reduced to threatening American hostages on live television and desperately negotiating with European countries for scraps of legitimacy. And President Trump made it clear that America and Israel are completely unified. Our military cooperation is tighter than ever. And we're wrapping up weapons production. And when Iran tried to spread lies about Netanyahu being dead, he walked right out and proved them liars. This is what total global isolation looks like. The Trump administration is systematically cutting off every lifeline Tehran thought they had. Now here's the bottom line, folks. The Iranian regime bet everything on America being divided, on Russia backing them up, the world losing its nerve. They were wrong on all counts. President Trump has assembled a coalition that has Tehran surrounded diplomatically and militarily. Russia walked away. Europe is hedging, and America and Israel are stronger together than ever. This is peace through strength in action. The mullahs thought they could threaten their way out of this, but when you're standing alone against the most powerful alliance in the world that has ever seen, threats don't mean much. So share this video with everybody who needs to see the truth about what's happening. CNN needs to do a hit right now, and I'm in their way. But hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our coverage. I'm Gary Franchi in a very crowded briefing room in the White House. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay free. Next News Network, signing off.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.